Welcome students to another session of Learning Maths, and we did finish expansions, my previous topic, so I have moved on to factorization. If you see that factorization is nothing but the reverse process of expansion or multiplication. So why do we have to factorize? My students ask me, why should I factorize? Now, factorization is very important to simplify algebraic fractions and solving equations, which we will see slowly as we move on. Okay, so basically, as I told you, this is the purpose of factorization. There are four types of factorization, and I would be doing type 1 today, that is factorization by common factors. As the name says, we will just have to pull out the common factors. You could use the method of LCM, or you could also see that what are the factors which are common in every term. And it is sort of distributive property, the reverse of distributive property. Okay, let's go on to the questions. Let's look at the first question. If you see, this question has a common factor 3. 3 is the HCF of 3 and 18. So I can just take out 3 bracket x plus 6. Now, if you want to verify this, we would just go and multiply this out or distribute. 3 times x is 3x and 3 times 6 is 18. So this, when I expand, you get back this function. Now, this is in the factorized form, whereas this is the expansion form. Now, let's move on to the next question. If I see I have x to be a common factor, so x bracket u plus v. And this is as simple as it, but slowly you will see it becomes a little bit challenging. So let's look at this question. I have y squared minus 3y. Y is a common factor, so it becomes y minus 3. And your factorization is done because neither y nor y minus 3 has any common factor. So it is reduced as much as possible. Okay, let's look at this. I do not have any common factors with the variables, but 6, 12, and 15 has 3 to be the common factor. So I could take out 3 bracket minus 2r plus 4s minus 5t. And I do not have any more common factors here. Now, you could also do this as follows. You could take out minus 3 and you will see that it becomes 2r minus 4s plus 5t. Either way, your factorization is correct because when I expand, I get back the same value, that is minus 6r plus 12s minus 15t. Hope this is clear. Now let's move on, and this becomes, we have many more common factors here. First, between 18 and 24, the common factor is 6 because 6 times 3 and 6 times 4, that's the highest common factor. Highest common factor between x squared and x is x, and the highest common factor between y and y squared is y. Now when I do this, what am I left out with? So 6, 3, here out of x squared I have taken out x, so it's 3x. This y, nothing is, everything is taken out, so there's nothing left there. Minus 6 times, it's 4, x is taken out, and there's 1 y left out. As I told you, if you verify 6 times 3, 18. Yes, I've got x squared y. Yes, I've got the answer. Same thing, 6 times 4, 24, x, and y times y is y squared. And that's so easy of doing. But let's go on to a little more challenging question. Okay, look at this. You would see that, hey, what am I supposed to do? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the first term y plus 5 the whole squared. Now if you look here, there's a minus 1 common. So if there's nothing common, 1 is always a common factor of anything. It becomes y plus 5. Now you see, I would have y plus 5 is nothing but the common factor. So if I do this, I am going to get y plus 5. So if I take out y plus 5, what's left here? Y plus 5 minus 1. So this becomes y plus 5 bracket y 5 minus 1. You could simplify further and you could write it as y plus 4. So slowly you will see that the questions become a little more challenging, but basically you have to make a note that you are factorizing correctly, and at the end there are no common terms or there's no common factor. This is in the most reduced format. Is that okay? You need to make a note of that. It's factorized completely. All right. So that's the word they use, factorize completely. All right. This is also similar to that previous one. I see that a minus 3 the whole square minus, there's a 2 common factor, bracket a. Now here comes the most important thing. Minus time what gives you plus? It's a minus. So you need to apply the rules for the signs. Okay. So it is 2 times a minus 3. So you just check minus 2a minus time minus is plus 6. Alright. So here I have a minus 3 common. So what is left out? A minus 3. This whole thing goes up minus 2. And you can still further simplify that. It's a minus 3 bracket a minus 5. And your job is done. Alright? Oh, so here you see slowly what's happening. Yes. So what's the common factor between 16 and 12? The highest common factor is 4. Between x squared and x, it is x. X minus 6 and x minus 6 squared is x minus 6. Alright. So here 4 times 4 gives you 16. Yes, x times x. Of course, x minus 6 is taken out. Minus 4 times what is this? 3. X and x minus, so I'll have x minus 6. Now here you have to do a little more calculations. So I get 4x minus 3x minus time minus is plus 18. Now I'm not simplifying the brackets, I'm simplifying within the brackets so that I can bring it into the reduced format. So 4x minus 3x is x plus 18. So this is the factorized format, right? Yes. Okay. The next question. Yes. Here is a very important concept. Please note this a minus b, and this is the reversed format. So always note that a minus b is equal to negative b minus a. This is a very important concept you have to note while factorizing, and this will help you also in simplification. Suppose you have a minus b by a minus b, you could cancel it and it becomes 1, whereas a minus b by b minus a would be negative 1. Alright, so keeping note in that, let's simplify this further. So I could write this as x a minus b. This becomes plus y into a minus b. So this is nothing but a minus b bracket x plus y. So I would like students, please note this. This is extremely important. All right, let's go on to the next, a little bit challenging question. Yes, look at this. I have an a minus b here. Yes, I would get a minus b if I remove out the 5, and I would get a minus b if I remove out the 2. So let's do that first. So I leave this a minus b. Let's simplify this. If I take out the 5 outside, I get 15c a minus b. And if I take out the 2, I'll get a 10d a minus b. So, basically you will see a minus b is throughout common, or it's nothing but ab plus 15c plus 10d. And your job is done, because this cannot be factorized anymore, nor this can be factorized anymore. Is that okay? Yes. And this is the last question. Now, these are the type of questions as you move along, the difficulty level becomes so difficult. It's not difficult if you had understood this particular concept of mine, a minus b is equal to minus b by a. So take note in this particular question. You look at this is x squared plus y squared minus z squared, whereas this is all reversed, right? What about this? This is okay. So these two are okay. So first, let me do this manipulation. It becomes x squared plus y squared minus z squared. And this becomes, if I take out the negative side, negative times negative becomes positive, yz. So this becomes x squared plus y squared minus z squared. So what is the difference here? The difference here is this was minus, this became plus yz. And now you see your job is completed. You could factorize easily now. You see this all the same. So this becomes x squared plus y squared minus z squared bracket xy plus yz plus zx. Yes, done. Okay, students, hope you could go read through these questions and try out the questions from your exercise and see if you're able to do. If you like my channel and you want more something, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Thank you very much.